Oh, comedy legend Harold Ramis has died. Ramis, starring in the blockbuster hit Ghostbusters, Ramis also found Hollywood acclaim behind the camera as a director. Ramis died in his Chicago home early this morning, surrounded by his family. He died from complications from a rare disease he battled for 4 years. It was autoimmune inflammatory vasculitis, a condition that involves swelling of the blood vessels. So joining me now, AJ Hammer, HLN entertainment anchor. And when this crossed today, AJ, everybody was like, who are you going to call? I mean, how many times have you probably seen Ghostbusters? Like 87? Because I think I have.
No question about it. So iconic. And I think Harold Ramis was a part of so many more films than people had any idea of. He was in some of the most enduring comedies of all time. Part of the writing team that brought us National Lampoon's Animal House. That was in 1978. Really launched his film career, and of course it launched John Belushi as a huge star. He co-wrote Stripes in 1981, starring opposite Bill Murray. And of course, perhaps he's best known for Ghostbusters. He co-wrote and had that iconic starring role of Egon that we just saw. And it really was, Brooke, one of the greatest comedy ensembles ever. You had Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray in that as well. He also has directing credits from Caddyshack in 1980, National Lampoon's Vacation from '83, Groundhog Day, one of my favorite movies that I've seen over and over. Analyze this as well. Before he got his movie career rolling, he was the very first head writer and a performer on Second City Television. That was way back in 1976. Recently, he directed NBC's The Office and the 2009 comedy Year One, which starred Jack Black. And you might remember seeing him opposite Seth Rogen in Judd Apatow's box office hit Knocked Up. He was in that film. Apatow and Pete Farrelly are among those, Brooke, who consider Harold Ramis a key inspiration in their career. Of course, he got a huge number of professional honors and awards. He was the recipient of the American Comedy Award. He got a British Comedy Award and the BAFTA Award for screenwriting. The one thing, Brooke, that I noticed again and again as I was looking back at his life late this afternoon, the number of people that said, despite this amazing career, I mean, think of all those credits, this was a guy, they all said, who was never affected in any Hollywood kind of way, and that's pretty unusual.
He doesn't seem like a Hollywood guy. I mean, you mentioned Second City TV. I don't know if that's connected with Second City Improv, but is that where, you know, his Chicago roots come out and favoring Chicago over L.A.?
Yeah, no, that's why Chicago, in addition to the fact that he grew up there and was born there, that's why it was such an important place to him. And he moved back there in 1996 rather. He said it was important for him to return to this town because, I love this quote from him, "There's a pride in what I do that other people share because I'm local, which in LA is meaningless. No one's local." And he went on to say, "I feel like I represent the city in a certain way, and I know Chicago is proud to call Harold Ramis a native son." Sad loss.